Red Dead Redemption 2 has been delayed. Again. Rockstar has pushed the open-world western sequel back much later than the Q1, Q2 window it was given. So, we will all have to wait a little bit longer before we can step into some cowboy boots, but it's not all bad news.
Rockstar kept it short and apologetic. On Thursday, they announced that the much-anticipated Red Dead Redemption 2, the sequel to 2010's best game ever contender Red Dead Redemption, is delayed for a second time. They gave it a new release date of October the 26th and gave us some lovely new screenshots, presumably as some kind of apology gift. Here's what they said. "We apologise to everyone disappointed by this delay. While we had hoped to have the game out sooner, we require a little extra time for polish. We sincerely thank you for your patience and hope that when you get to play the game, you will agree the wait will have been worth it. We look forward to sharing a lot more information with you in the coming weeks."
Okay, so the game is delayed for the second time, but in the spirit of not being negative all the time, let's look at the positives. First and foremost, there is an actual release date now. The game was initially given a loose autumn 2017 window before it was delayed to Q1, Q2 of 2018. This time, they've actually given a full date. Secondly, they've said what most big publishers say when their games are delayed: the game needs extra polish. But that again is a good thing, right? Is it not better to take a delayed game over a janky, rough around the edges, or even flat out broken one? And thirdly, more info in the coming weeks. So far, all we've seen from Red Dead Redemption 2 is teasery stuff and one trailer that kind of sets the tone and establishes some of the characters. It was very nice. But 2010's Red Dead Redemption had some lovely videos like the Life in the West series that broke the game down in what was at the time mouth-watering detail. We're still yet to see anything of that kind of substance for Red Dead Redemption 2, so the promise of something in the coming weeks is pretty exciting.
Take-Two, Rockstar's parent company, posted an update for investors just minutes after the delay was announced. It said it still expects to post a company record $2.5 billion in bookings and $700 million in net operating income driven by, and here's the interesting bit, the release of Red Dead Redemption 2 and a highly anticipated new title from one of 2K's biggest franchises.
So yeah, that Take-Two announcement right at the end there is pretty interesting. It's kind of another big peg in the theory that Borderlands 3 is on the way. It's not a theory. It's happening. Borderlands 3 is coming.
Yeah.
And that's not a confirmation, but sounds like it might be coming out in the next financial year, so that's maybe before Christmas even, so that's pretty interesting. Previously, Randy Pitchford from Gearbox said that 90% of staff are working on what we think all of you want us to be working on, or something like that, which we assume is Borderlands 3. And here's Take-Two saying that one of 2K's biggest franchises is coming in the next financial year, so there you go.
So this is the second time that Red Dead Redemption 2 has been delayed. It was originally due out in the autumn of last year, delayed to this year, and then delayed again to the back end of this year. But we do have a date, so it is great news. What we got to take into account is like how much work is going on behind the scenes here, because the studio's obviously in like the busiest period now, which is the crunch, right? And they're working to get the game out as quickly as possible. We shouldn't be angry at them for doing that, working long hours and things like that. What this does mean though, that the game will probably be, like most Rockstar games are, ready at launch and very polished. That's the least what we expect these days.
That's interesting that you say that, because Red Dead Redemption, the original one, was janky as when that came out, and there was like all these GIFs and stuff of the mutated looking horses and things like that, and this was this magnificent game that just had all these ridiculous bugs in it. They do not want that to happen with this one.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Grand Theft Auto 5, as far as I'm concerned, was in excellent nick when that came out, so they probably want that same that same kind of level of finish to it when it comes out. And even if they aren't just ironing out bugs and stuff, they might still be finalizing some ideas and whatever, because it's going to be a huge game. They've been working on it for years, no question. There's been a long time in development this game. As with all the big Grand Theft Autos and the Red Dead Redemption, they're just massive titles, so they've got to get it right. There's a lot of pressure riding on the whole company.
I would rather be disappointed by a pushed back release date than a game which is in a horrible state to begin with. And we've got all these awesome games coming up this year that can tide us over. I've got Kingdom Come Deliverance, personal favourite of mine, that's coming out very, very soon. God of War's another one that's going to come out soon. There's games like Days Gone, which are unreleased. Maybe that's going to fill the gap if that ever gets released ever, because I want Days Gone. I just want that game. That game looks awesome. But let's stick to topic. It's great news. No, it's not. It's not great news at all, is it? It's bad news.
What it is, it's not all bad news. That's what it is.
Try to be positive, yeah. But there's still no release date of, no mention of a PC port of the game at all. So all the promotional material all says PS4 and Xbox One, which is great news. No, it's not, is it? It's not. Should we just finish the video?
Yeah, we tried. So Red Dead Redemption 2 has been delayed again. What do you think about this? Let us know down in the comments below. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this every day. Check out that video right there, right now if you want, and the link to Patreon if you want to support the channel. See you next time.